Good afternoon, everybody. This is Lorraine, Alternative Homesteading. This is going to be an evidentiary video documenting vandalism on the side of my property. Also to note that I was back here raking and this was buried right here. It was right on the top. I've been back here dozens of times since I moved here. This was placed here, folks. These witches, they like to bury things on the property, so we'll be discarding of this garbage. They like to make it appear as if you're not caring for your property. They want to make it look like here, like this. This is something that was done to the property, and this is their typical symbolism. The V, the letter V, upside down, no matter how you look at it. This is something that they did. When I moved here, this was in perfect condition. And here too. They sliced, this is metal, by the way. This is a steel door, and they did this. So I'm going to show you what they did here. Now, I've been back here at least about a couple of weeks ago. I walk back here frequently. Remember that video that I did of the creek? So I walked back here when I performed that long video of the creek. So this is what they've done since I've been back here. Now this is the underpinning of this very long outbuilding. This is something they just did. They vandalized the entire portion here. They want to make it look like it was done by a weed whacker or something, but I can assure you no weed whacker has been here. You want to know how no weed whacker has been here? Check it out, folks. No weed whacker has been here at all. This was done within the last couple of weeks. And it goes down here. And here. And I'll show you down here. This was done intentionally to devalue my property, to harass me. That's criminal trespassing, criminal vandalism, and these are their telltale wiggly lines. This is something that was done to the underpinning of the building to depreciate intentionally my property. Intentionally depreciate the property. Here you go, folks. Here. And this is what they do when I go to sleep at night. This is what they do every weekend. Every weekend, somebody's here. Every day, somebody's here vandalizing my property. So somebody was asking me, should I buy a house? Well, this is what you have to look forward to as a targeted person when you own property. When I lived at 52 Sutton Drive, Manalapan, New Jersey, 07726 as the original owner for 30 years, I renovated that house top to bottom. And the criminals came and did the same thing to my house there. And they're doing it here also. They think it's funny. They think it's funny to harm somebody else's possessions, somebody else's property. They want to devalue my property in case I decide to sell it. I mean, at some point it will get sold. You know, nobody lives anywhere forever. And this is what they did, folks. The entire length of the building. And we're going to hashtag Sheriff Paul Hayes, because this video is going to be sent to Sheriff Paul Hayes so that he can document this in his next incident report. If it were a weed whacker, folks, this would be cut. If it were a weed whacker, all the weeds would be cut. It was not a weed whacker. This is criminal vandalism. Vandalism. Criminal mischief. Criminal vandalism, real estate mobbing, intentional asset stripping, and this is what they did to my property. And this is something else that they do to the property, folks. Now, these are usual knots, but this is not normal. You see those lines there? Those dots? This is something that they do. They did this inside my house, too. Look at this, folks. Look at that. Look, and it's like they give it like an eye, like it's a serpent or something, right? You see that little dot there? Here? Look at what they do. Look at this sickness, this depravity, these lunatics. They intentionally depreciate the value of your home. They intentionally vandalize it with technology. They use heat guns. They rot the wood. They make the wood look prematurely old. They draw symbols in the wood. They crack the wood intentionally. This is not naturally occurring, folks. None of this is naturally occurring. Look at that. It almost looks like a sinister looking face. Almost looks like the devil himself, right? Look at that. These are not naturally occurring colored knots. Knots they're not this color, folks. This is a microwave weapon used on these knots to intentionally discolor them. This is vandalism, folks. Oh, and look. You know, let's make it look like an all-seeing eye while we're at it. So let's see what else I can show you, folks. Hi, Chicky Poos. Let's see what else we can show you while I'm at it. Oh yes, I want to show you the side of this building. Now, the former owner, he was quite ingenious, and he actually used doors to create a wall, the outside wall of this building. And it was quite unique. And these criminals came with a heat gun, and this is what they did. This is not naturally occurring, folks. They used a heat gun on this. Look. This is exactly what they did to my molding at 52 Sutton Drive, Manalapan, New Jersey. They used a heat gun on my molding after I painted it. I want everybody to see this in case you experience this. I want everybody to see this. This is not naturally occurring. This was done with a heat gun. This is something the gang stalkers, the criminals paid for with your tax dollars. The sheriff's department knows what's going on. They turn a blind cheek, right? They turn a blind cheek. The perpetrators, like my neighbors, the stalkers, the paid-for-hire gift card whores, the government whores. You're either a government whore or you work for yourself, right? You're a government whore or you work for yourself. I prefer to work for myself, folks. You know, I think about the former owner a lot. He put so much time, effort in building these buildings. He was a perfectionist. If he saw what happened to his property, he would be so upset. I wonder if he's looking down. I wonder if he's looking down at all the people that betrayed him, all the so-called fair weather friends. You know, one of his relatives contacted me when I moved here. He drove up on the driveway, introduced himself, and said he was related to the former owner. And he said, I want you to know that no matter what anybody tells you, that barn is yours and it's over 100 years old. And he also gave me some sound advice. He said, don't trust the neighbors. What words of wisdom, huh? Don't trust the neighbors. And as I mentioned on my last video, I mean, I know it was more than 30 minutes long, and you might not have listened to the end. But I did mention that the videos, the audios that were taken in front of my house October 2019 were forensically analyzed, and the name of the man was Ethan. It just so happens that my criminal neighbors, the ones that tore out my gate, they have an adult son named Ethan. Is that such a coincidence? Is that a coincidence, folks? What's the likelihood of that happening, huh? And what about the fact that their son, their adult son, picked up with his wife and kids about a month or so ago, maybe 2 months, out of the blue, after having lived on their parents' property for God knows how long, just picked up and split? Isn't that weird? Especially during these times? Maybe they know they're caught. I guarantee, though, he's probably living on my neighbor's boss's property. That's where my neighbor hangs out when he's working during the week and can't come home. That's what I found out, folks. That's why my neighbor, the lying neighbor, told the process server, oh, my husband and I are legally separated. They're not legally separated, folks. He's here every weekend. He just happens to work away during the week. So she's a liar. Just a liar. Everything about her is a lie. Her whole life is a lie. Lie, lie, lie. And you know what's going to happen to these folks, guys? You know, as Karen says, under karmic law, they've got a karmic debt to pay. For every crime they commit that is forgiven, it doesn't matter, they've still committed a crime. It doesn't matter if the FBI, Infraguard, the Sheriff's Department forgives it. It doesn't matter because karmically, payback's a bitch. And I'm going to leave on that note. This is an evidentiary video. Please like, comment, share if you feel inclined to do so. It really does help the channel grow. I have noticed like we've got quite a few newcomers lately. We're over 300 subscribers right now, which is really cool. I'd like to get up to 500 before the end of the year if possible. And then next year, I would really like to be over 1,000 so we can get monetized and we can hold chats, and I could spend more time doing this and editing and perhaps even buying another camera because I'm using my phone now. It's taking up actually a lot of space on my phone. And sometimes I'm not able to record all the videos that I want to. But this is Miss Skinny Mini Venus. These are the guinea poos. Right? Right, guys? Oh, and by the way, I did see the 2 cats that were missing this morning. I'm pretty sure they're missing because somebody was on the property. And cats are very sensitive to intruders. And if for some reason they felt threatened, they would have split where they usually sleep. They probably went somewhere else. I did see them just a short while ago. So this is Lorraine Alternative Homesteading signing off for now. I hope everybody's having a good day. Have a good evening. It's Friday. I hope you're going to do something fun for this evening. I know if you're a targeted person, you'll just be home watching YouTube videos like me. But I will see you in the next video.